You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans. There is almost no romance on the CBS soap right now. I mean, we've got Hope and Liam reunited, but we're not really seeing sparks fly. And across the board, very few love scenes. So we want to talk about some new couples that would kick up the drama and bring some sexiness and heat to B&B. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we are going to discuss couple shakeups. I mean, I think we all know that Bold could be more interesting, you know? Some days it's a little hard to watch. With New Year's just a few weeks away, it's the perfect time for them to kick things up a notch. But first, please hit subscribe if you're not already following us. Let's talk about these 5 twisted pairings that could throw everybody for a loop, cause a little chaos, generate some hotness, and give us a little fun. Let's get into it. The first couple is one that many fans would like to see together. They're a popular topic right now. You've probably guessed it. Taylor and Deacon. I know it seems like Bold and the Beautiful is already heading in this direction, but I don't trust Brad Bell. He might tease this and then abruptly drop it. Remember when he brought back Ivy for just a couple episodes for no reason and made a big deal out of her crush on Liam? And he was interested in Ivy too, and then that went nowhere, and then she was gone. And then it was like so many months later, she came back, you know, and this was like a year before Liam and Hope ever considered reuniting. So my point is they tease stuff and then they get our hopes up and they don't deliver. So I really hope that Taylor and Deacon manifest soon as a full-fledged couple. Sparks are flying between Taylor and Deacon, and her being his therapist really made their connection more solid, even though it's inappropriate. Taylor keeps daydreaming about Deacon, and he spent his wishbone wish on her at Thanksgiving. Taylor and Deacon have had these close moments and deep conversations, and then they had that embrace in her office. They almost kissed. The chemistry is sizzling. And even though Taylor is trying to keep things professional, Deacon is ready to fight and win her heart. So I would love to see them together. I know a ton of fans want to see it too. Taylor and Deacon are a fresh pairing, and I'm here for it. And of course, Sheila would lose her mind and might target Taylor, but first of all, that's soapy fun. And second, I do think Deacon could eventually talk Sheila down. I mean, she would throw a hissy fit, but eventually I think she would move on from Deacon because she did do him wrong and she did betray him. And she knows that Taylor's not out there, you know, preying on other women's men. But then Sheila would need a new romance, right? And that brings us to the second new couple I think could shake things up. I think it would be a fun and wild twist if Bold paired Eric Forrester with his insane ex-wife, Sheila Carter. I mean, come on, let's be real. Donna Logan is all fluff and no substance, so I'm fine with them backburnering her and putting Eric with someone more interesting. Sheila with Eric would be really dramatic, but they would have to explain why he would ever go down that road again with Sheila. So they've been hinting about Eric having some sort of medical crisis again. Maybe it's something that affects his brain and his decision making. Because let's be real, you'd have to be off your rocker to be with Sheila, but she is a good time. And Eric was into her at one point. You know, Sheila was his wife at one point. So can you imagine how many heads would explode if Eric reunited with Psycho Sheila? I honestly think Ridge might have to try to have Eric committed if he got back with her. And of course, Sheila and Eric do have a toxic past because of all of Sheila's criminal antics. If you remember, Eric first dated Sheila, it was back in, I think, 1992, and he had split from Brooke, and then Sheila found out Brooke was pregnant, and Sheila didn't want to lose Eric, so she and Mike Guthrie, remember him, rigged the DNA test to say that Ridge was the father when it was really Eric. This was back when Brooke was pregnant with Bridget. So Sheila and Eric eventually got married, but then all of Sheila's lies caught up with her, along with the bad deeds she had done when she was in Genoa City over on Y&R. So Eric divorced her, but we also know Sheila's not quite as psycho anymore, and Eric being back with her would be really wild. All right, the third long shot couple that would wake me up and get me more excited to watch episodes of Bold and the Beautiful is for them to reunite Thomas and Hope. Now, I know Liam's set to marry Hope in December, but Matt Atkinson was back filming as Thomas for Christmas episodes, so he would be around when Hope and Liam were set to get hitched. And I call this a long shot because it looks like Matt Atkinson taped for a week and left. So we're not getting a Thope reunion, at least right now. Probably not. But lots of fans would prefer to see Hope with Thomas. So maybe if ratings spike up when he's on around Christmas, maybe Brad Bell will reconsider. I mean, people either love Hope with Thomas or hate Hope with Thomas. There's not a lot of in between, but you never know. Hope was set to marry Carter, and then he took back the ring, and like 5 minutes later, Hope took a ring from Liam. So a pile of fans do want Thomas back on Bold and the Beautiful permanently and like the idea of him with Hope. That leads us to the fourth couple. If Hope left Liam for Thomas, that could set the stage for a reunion between Liam and Ivy. Recently, she went and told Liam she wanted to get back what they had years ago. Ivy still loves him. She sees Liam as the one that got away. But he let Ivy down gently, and then Liam told Ivy that he really wanted to be with Hope and was going to try to make that happen. Ivy was very gracious, but still heartbroken. So if Hope wound up with Thomas, you know, Ivy might get a chance to reunite with Liam. They were always a fun couple, a hot couple. I would like to see it. And last but not least, the couple that could be fun is Zende and Miss Dylan. We know that Zende hasn't had a love interest in a hot minute. The closest he came to romance was when he slept with Luna back when she pretended to be drugged. And that was before Zende and everybody else found out that she was a total psycho. Luna claims she slept with Zende thinking he was RJ because of Poppy's magic mints, but Luna later confessed she banged Zende on purpose because she wanted to take him for a ride and see what it was about. But he deserves a nice girl. But the cast of characters is so small, there's not enough love interest for everybody. But now we've got Miss Dylan, the cute little art teacher, back around. Maybe Zende should ask her out. She seems nice. And it would be ironic, since Zende boinked Luna, if Zende also boinked the chick who road-killed Luna. I think that would be kind of karmic. I would love to see some of these couples happen just to liven things up. Drop your comments. Let me know who you'd like to see back together.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.